Hello. In this video, I show you how to install NAKIVO Backup and Replication in multi-tenant mode in Windows and Linux operating systems. First, I will start with installation on Windows. I have already downloaded the installation package for Windows. Right-click the installation package and click Run as administrator. You'll see that preparing the installation is in progress. The NAKIVO Backup and Replication installer opens. Here, you can select the installer language you want. There are several language options. Let's select English for now. In the installation type section, I have three options: full solution, multi-tenant solution, and transporter only. In this video, I show you how to install the multi-tenant one. You can select a specific folder or drive to create a backup repository for storing backups. If you expand more options, you can see the installation path, which you can change if needed. You can use the default port 4443 for the Director Web Interface, or change it if needed. The default transporter port is 9446. It's also changeable. You can use a certificate to connect to the transporter. You can use your own certificate or the self-signed certificate generated by the NAKIVO solution. Then, I need to accept the license agreement by selecting the appropriate checkbox. Go down and click Install. Installing NAKIVO Backup and Replication in multi-tenant mode has been started successfully, and I can see the progress. The installation was successful. Click Finish and open the default web browser and open the link to the NAKIVO web interface. Click Advanced and click Proceed to localhost. You see that starting the service is in progress. Now, I have to create a login account to access the NAKIVO web interface. I'll use admin for name and admin with lowercase for the username. Note that the username is case sensitive. The email address in this example is admin@nakivo.local. Enter your password, then click Create Account. Click Got It on the welcome screen. In this setup, I'm the master tenant, which means I have full control over creating and managing tenants. If I'm a managed service provider, MSP, I can create a tenant for each of my customers. If I work in a large enterprise, I can create a tenant for each business department. There are two types of tenants in NAKIVO Backup and Replication: local tenants and remote tenants. Here's the difference. A local tenant is an environment added to be protected using the master tenant's resources. That means backups, replication, and disaster recovery happen within my instance of NAKIVO Backup and Replication. A remote tenant, on the other hand, is completely independent. It has its own single-tenant installation of NAKIVO Backup and Replication with its own resources. As the master tenant, I can monitor and manage their data protection activities without using up any of my own resources. After installing the NAKIVO solution in multi-tenant mode on a Windows operating system, let's look at how to install the NAKIVO solution on a Linux operating system. I have already prepared a Linux machine to get ready for installation by downloading the NAKIVO installation package from the NAKIVO website. I have to upload this installation package to the Linux server. You can upload the installation package from Windows to Linux by using WinSCP. Connect to the Linux machine and just drag and drop the installer to the needed directory. Alternatively, you can download the NAKIVO installer directly in the Linux command line using PuTTY, that is an SSH client. To download the NAKIVO installer in the Linux command line after connecting to a Linux machine via SSH, go to the directory where you want to save the downloaded file, for example /temp, and enter the command. Type wget, copy and paste the download link of the NAKIVO installer package from the NAKIVO website to complete the command. You can find the link to the free trial under this video. After you complete the form, you will be taken to the installers page where you can find the installers for different operation systems and platforms. On the download page, locate the download button for the Linux installer. Right-click the download button and click Copy Link Address. Go to the Linux command line opened in the SSH client and paste this link after wget. Press Enter to run the command and download the installer for Linux. The downloading process has started successfully. Wait until the file is downloaded. Let's use ls to check whether the file is present in the directory to which I downloaded the file. I can see the installation package of NAKIVO Backup and Replication version 11. I have to set permissions for this package. Let's use chmod 0777, or you can use chmod +x to add execute permission to the file and enter the name of the NAKIVO installation package. Now, I can start installing NAKIVO Backup and Replication in multi-tenant mode on Linux. Type sudo to run the installer as root if you are not logged in as root, Enter the path to the NAKIVO installation package and press Enter. Select the installer language and press 1. Wait until verification of the installer is passed. Extracting NAKIVO Backup and Replication. Keep pressing space until you complete reading the end-user license agreement and get to 100%. Type Y to answer, yes, and accept the license agreement and press Enter to confirm. Select the right installation type. 1 is for single-tenant installation. 3 is used to install the transporter only. To install NAKIVO Backup and Replication in multi-tenant mode, press 2 and hit Enter. Enter the installation location for NAKIVO Backup and Replication or press Enter to use the default path displayed in brackets, that is /opt NAKIVO. I'll use the default installation location. Enter the certificate path. As for the certificate, I will use the built-in one and just press Enter. As for the transporter certificate, type yes and press Enter. I use the default director HTTP port 4443 and just press Enter. I allow automatic upload of support bundles to the NAKIVO support server. I type yes and press Enter. As for the transporter port, I keep the default value 9446 and just press Enter. I keep the default transporter data transfer port range 9448-10000. Press Enter. I configure a backup repository to use the default directory and press Enter. The installation of the director and transporter has been started successfully. NAKIVO Backup and Replication has been successfully installed in multi-tenant mode. If you want to check the installation and web-based interface, just enter the IP address of the Linux server and port 4443 in a web browser. Then, you can create the admin account and start product configuration. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch new uploads. You can also download a free trial version of NAKIVO Backup and Replication using the link in the description and try the solution in your own environment for 15 days.